Guys, this is a super important update for the Ethereum price today. As you probably already know, crypto prices have been falling. In the last 24 hours or so, we've had a dump of around 11%. The question, of course, is this anything to be concerned about right now? If we look at the Bitcoin fear and greed index, which has a very good compass, let's say, on the whole market, we can see it's at an extremely fearful level rating of 15. I'm going to be talking in this video of what I believe that means for the Ethereum price, of course, the key levels, my price prediction. But you know what they say, guys, be greedy when others are fearful, be fearful when others are greedy. And there's extreme fear in the market right now. Of course, I do have a long-term 2022 prediction on Ethereum. If you missed the video, it's in the link below. I do recommend watching that after this video as well, because what we're going to cover now is my 48 hour prediction going into sort of around the rest of this week, guys. So let's get into the content just after everybody smashes up the like button. It really does help, guys. I appreciate your support so much, and make sure you subscribe, turn the bell on for my time sensitive notifications. So looking at the Ethereum price, as I've mentioned, we've had a big downfall, a big price action dump in the last 24 hours. However, when you put this into some perspective, you can see on the weekly chart that it's actually within the range of what we would expect at the moment. We're currently being supported at $3,420, which you can see is in line with this downward wedge on the weekly chart. Now, this is actually a bullish channel. This is a bullish sign, should I say, a bullish pattern. 9 times out of 10, or at least 8.5 times out of 10, you're going to get some price action to the upside. You're going to break to the upside, and the target is always initially the top of the wedge, which would of course take us to all-time high territory, guys. I've just opened up a long on Bybit because I believe that we're very much undersold. There's a lot of fear in the market, as you can see, and I'm expecting a huge pump. Now, I don't recommend to go all in here. I recommend to average in, because obviously if we break below this level, this previous death wick that we all got around this point here on the 29th of November, that's on the weekly, we're talking about much lower prices. And if you zoom out here, you can see what that might mean in terms of a bearish scenario. So let's quickly cover the bearish scenario, and then I'll talk to you about my bullish price target as well. This is kind of a worst case scenario, and of course, guys, you want your stop losses set around $3,300 if you're going to enter a long position right now for trading. And guys, remember, if you want to trade, get your $4,100 bonus down below. Just use that link, $4,100 Mars bonus. That will give you that bonus upon deposit. So let's talk about the bearish scenario, and then I'm going to talk to you about my bullish prediction as well. We need to cover both scenarios here because it's super important at this stage of the price action. If we break lower, what we can expect, what we can look at here is by bringing in our volume range profile, and you can see that the worrying thing is, for the bearish scenario, we could potentially come down to around $3,237. What I would suggest in this scenario, scrap what I said about the stop loss being around 3.3. I would have my stop loss set somewhere around the $3,000 mark, or even just under. That's where I believe we switch bearish, okay? However, I do believe we're going to switch bullish from here. I believe we've had a nice sell-off, a nice correction, and short term at least for the short term, I'm expecting a nice pump to the upside where we reach the top of this wedge and find our way at previous support and around a 16% pump. I'm expecting a price action to move to about $3,950 in the next week. So as a percentage trade, like I showed you, it's about a 16% pump. And now, of course, the way that you can trade that is over on Bybit. Sign up takes less than a minute. And guys, if you're in the States, you can use a VPN. There's a link down below for that as well. So that's what I'm expecting short term. However, I do have a 2022 price target. I do believe after we've reached that level of 3,950, we still could expect lower prices before we reach all-time high territory again. And to show you what I mean by that, do check out the video down below for my 2022 Ethereum outlook price prediction. But just to show you quickly to get some perspective here, if we use a fib retracement here, and I go basically from the start of the bull market, which was March 2020, and we go up to this level here, guys, which is the top, you can see that our golden pocket, we could potentially still come down to around $1,900. And equally, if I zoom out on this chart, on our hourly chart, you can see how we're pretty well supported on this support line as well. So if we can stay above this support line, currently at around 3,400, we can continue the bull cycle. But like I said in this chart, the worst case scenario, we still could come down to these levels, 0.382, which would be 3,000. We could come down to 0.5 fib level, 2,500, or we could equally come down to around $1,900, which is the worst case scenario, let's say the bearish scenario here, guys. So that's what we're currently looking at. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed, like the video as well, share it with your friends, of course, and don't forget to check out any one of these videos before you go. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.